I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Vince.
And it's time once again
to recommend things.
Vince,
Yes.
What do you recommend today?
I'm recommending these things. I just hit myself in the knee. These things. They're called Hellboy rotobusts, and they're from Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. And I'll tell you a little story about how I acquired these, because I don't know much about these. I mean, they're cool, and they're little statues, things made out of plastic, but
you don't know who made them or anything like that?
I don't really know anything about them. I mean, Universal Studios, Mezco, so you have the company, and you could look it up and find out what else they potentially made. So it's a Mezco product. But you think it's funny. Anyway. So, I'll tell you how I acquired these things. I was going
I think it's funny that you're like, do your own research, who cares?
Yeah. You know, it's funny, I got used to not doing research because I didn't have internet, and now that I do, I can do this. But apparently, I just up and decided to recommend these things.
Where did you get them?
That's what I was going to say.
Okay, sorry.
At Hastings in Lawrence, they had these things, they were selling them for $30 a piece. And every time I would go through, I'm like, that's really neat, but I don't feel like dropping $30 on a plastic thing.
That's Lawrence, Kansas, if you've never watched this.
Yeah, Lawrence, Kansas. And we are currently in Overland Park, Kansas, but I recently moved from there. So, I was in the I was in the Hastings at Lawrence, Kansas, and they'd been selling these things for a while for $30 a piece. And I thought to myself, I'm not going to buy them. Whatever. So, one day I was walking by the clearance section, $7.50 each. How can you not pick them up for such a significant discount?
I would have been tempted, and I don't even collect Hellboy.
So I got these things. Now here's the weird thing. Why are they called rotobusts? Well, because there are certain parts of them that are slightly movable.
Oh, weird. They have articulation.
They have. He can he moves down here. He moves here. But it looks goofy when you move them any other way than about right here. So why even bother creating a rotobust? Why not just create a bust? I guess because if it's plastic, they feel like they have to make it opposable in some way. I don't know. I think it's bizarre. I think it's a weird thing to do. But either way, when you set them there, it looks cool, and they don't look any really less cool than the fact that I collect action figures. So I recommend these things. I'll let you guys get a better look at them a little bit, maybe. Get it in light.
I just always thought having just a statue of Hellboy's hand was a really cool idea.
That is a cool idea. I like this thing a lot. And, yeah. So, I don't know if there are more or not. I realize you couldn't even see my face when I said that, but I don't know if there are more of these or not, but maybe I should look it up, you know? Made by Mezco.
Now that you have the internet again.
Yeah, the interwebs. It's a real hassle not having internet.
Yeah, isn't it?
Everywhere I go, I'm like, hey, let me talk to you. They say, no, go online and talk to us. And I say, what? I have a mouth. You have ears. We both correspond in the same way, ears and mouth. Let's chat. Anyway.
Today,
you can go talk online.
Today I'm going to recommend something that you probably won't be able to find anywhere. If you can, I'm not sure how you would get it. So this is more of a, you'll also want this in the old format where we showed you things that we had that you maybe couldn't get. But this is just another piece of my collection I thought I'd show off today. It's show and tell, yay! After this, we'll do snack time, and then we'll have a nap. Vince, I've always after. Go to the corner, Vince. No, after. Okay, so anyway,
Mixed signals.
Vince, I've always wanted to get to meet or at least see Stan Lee talk, and I still have never gotten to do that. But I do have an autograph of Stan Lee's, and this is one of the earlier pieces of my collection. This is something that my dad bought me back when he used to own flea markets. And weird, cool stuff would come off the street sometimes, and whenever it was really awesome and comic-related, my dad would try to get it for me. This was not an eBay find. This was something that just came off the street in Morrilton, Arkansas, at my dad's flea market.
You'd be surprised what goes through the store, with the doors at a flea store. Man, that was hard to say.
Yeah, absolutely. And so anyway,
flea market.
This is obviously a print of Spider-Man and Dr. Octopus from the animated series. Those would be the animated versions, and so this was, I don't even have a year on this. I want to say it can't be probably any later than like 97, but it's potentially even a little earlier than that. And anyway, it's a really good print. It's really good looking. And the story I heard about this, and I don't know how true this is, was that Stan Lee was doing like a TV interview for some show, and he was signing these while he was doing an interview. So I don't know how many of them there are. It does have a certificate of authenticity, but it doesn't tell me how many of them there were. So I literally do not know very much about this. The only way I even know that the signature is real is that it's got a certificate, and that's what I know about it. But this is one of the pieces in my living room, and it's neat. It's unique. I don't know how many of these there even are. So, oh wait, is that a date? 94. Right down there.
Man.
94. Anyway. So
noticed.
That's really all I have to say about that. But it's a neat piece.
I never noticed because it's not mine. And who looks down in the very corner of their friends like, hang on, I need to check these things for dates.
Well, anyway, thanks a lot for watching us recommend things, and we'll recommend something else for you next week. I'm Captain Logan,
and I'm Vince.
Vince and I don't play with toys.